Hey, what's up? What's up? Welcome back. So sorry about the technical difficulties, y'all. It's so lit up in the studio that the power just shut off on us. And what really happened, I'm going to tell you guys, we had two new guests come into the studio. Miss Deja Maddox.
Hello.
Miss Brittany Lucio.
Yo, yo, yo.
Basketball beauties extraordinaire.
Welcome, ladies.
Hoopers,
Welcome.
gorgeous women. They shut it down. They walked in. It got so bright in here, and it just in the lights they started flickering, and then it was gone.
It was gone. It was lit and it was over.
So, ladies, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. Tell us a little bit about yourselves. Let's just go left to right. Deja, go ahead. You start out. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Brittany's to my left. She's gold first.
There it is. Go ahead, Britt.
Okay. So what up, everybody? I'm Britt Lucio, and a little bit about myself. Well, originally I'm from Sacramento, California, and
Sacktown.
yes. But I can say I'm just from Cali when people ask me because I've been in LA for the past 10 years. Consider it my home now. What else? Yeah, I hoop, model, actress, jack of all trades.
You can ball too. I played against you a couple times. She got some games. She got a little.
Yeah, I've seen your highlights.
Yeah, a little shimmy.
A little step back. Yeah. And you played. I've seen you playing and giving guys buckets a little bit there.
Oh yeah, that's always been my thing. Actually, actually grew up playing with guys more than girls.
Yeah.
So
And Deja, how about you? Real quick, tell about yourself.
Okay, it's Deja Vu on Instagram. Check that out real quick.
Deja vu.
Deja vu.
Follow me on Instagram. No, literally.
Say it again.
ITSDEJAVU. Because when I say it's Deja Vu, people just type in Deja Vu, and that's
Right.
not me.
Strip club. Yep.
Yeah, I'm like, oops, not me.
Not that I know. I don't know.
Tell us, James. Wrong one. But yeah. So my name's Deja. It's really Deja. I'm from Indiana, the Hoosier State. So, basketball is
Ballers.
We just come up from the corn and we
Yeah.
just sprouted out. So that's us. Born and raised, went to Indiana State, played there, played a little bit overseas. So just happy to be here.
Awesome.
Appreciate you guys for having
Awesome.
me.
Yes.
awesome.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies, for coming out.
And you guys are gonna help us right now on the phone. We have a very special guest that we're gonna be interviewing,
Yes.
Mr. Byron Scott.
Yes.
I mean,
Legend.
NBA legend,
Legend.
right? And Deja coached you before too, right?
He did
So-
at the Staples Center.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach.
There you go. He's on the
What's up,
line.
Deja? How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Mr. Scott, how's it
Welcome,
going?
Coach.
I'm good.
How's it going?
It's going good, man. I can't
Yeah.
complain. Life is good. Been blessed. I can't complain one bit.
So tell us what's going on in life. What you staying busy? Are you spending time with the fam?
Staying busy. Still working with ESPN.
Yes.
Wrote a book that'll be out April 25th of this month. And spending a lot of time with my grandkids as well. So, and trying to get my golf game back together. So, other than that, I've been good.
Appreciate that. Okay.
Well, tell us. You had a rare opportunity. You had a chance to play with Mr. Kobe Jelly Bean Bryant early in his career, and also you had an opportunity to coach him. So, can you share what that experience was like?
It was great. It was a long time, obviously, in between. 17 years had passed. After I played with Kobe when he was an 18-year-old rookie, really like 19 years passed.
Yeah.
And he was just one of those kids that was very, very intelligent and very mature for his age. He knew what he wanted already. Even his rookie year, he knew he wanted to be the best player in the league, and he told me that on a couple of occasions. So. Work ethic was great. He just was focused at a very early age on what he wanted to accomplish in the game of basketball. And then obviously if you fast forward 19 years later, he's an icon. He's one of the greatest players that ever played the game. Third leading scorer in the history of this game. Some of the things that he accomplished, I was even in awe of because I saw it in him as a rookie that he was going to be great, but I didn't know he was going to take it to this level.
Correct.
So it was a pleasure, obviously, to kind of mentor him as his rookie year, my last year with the Lakers, and then to get the opportunity to coach him in his last couple of years of basketball. We just kind of rekindled that relationship that we had. It was more of a mutual respect for one another, and I think also a mutual admiration for each other as well. So. It was great, man. I really enjoyed it. People always talk about how difficult it was going to be to coach Kobe and all this, but
Yeah.
I didn't have a problem whatsoever. I think just the fact that, I'm not backing down from anybody, and I'm going to say what I have to say as a coach, and you got to respect that. And I think the relationship that we had, he respected me, for being the guy that I am, just being true to who I am. So we had no problems whatsoever.
And you definitely you've put some time into this game. I mean, you went from playing at Arizona State, and actually, this is James Shipp speaking. You actually know my father, Jim Shipp. He ran track at Arizona State the same time that you were over there playing. And so you went from Arizona State, then you went into the league and you played, and then now you've been coaching for almost 20 years. So you have a lot of experience with basketball, and so here's my question: this MVP talk. This is something we were talking about earlier today. Who do you have as your pick for the MVP?
Hands down, Russell Westbrook.
Hands down.
Told you.
Hands down.
Thank you.
Hands down.
I'm like 0 for 4 with
Hands
down.
Yes.
Well, Coach,
It's not. In my mind, it's not really all that close. I mean, James Harden, who's a fellow Sun Devil who I love to death, had an unbelievable season. But when you do some of the things that Russell Westbrook done this year, was able to accomplish, just the second player in the history of this game to average a triple-double, break the record for triple-doubles in the season. This kid plays every single night like it's the last game he's ever going to play.
correct.
I'm just a big Russell Westbrook fan, first of all, and I love watching him play the game because he plays it with such passion and such desire. You just love to see guys who really enjoy what they do, and he has a one of those little sticks on his shoulder. That he just dares somebody to knock it off because he's just gonna keep coming and coming and coming. And that's what I love about him. His competitive nature is second to none. So, I was on ESPN, about 2 weeks ago, and I said, he's the MVP. I don't care what you say or what you do right now. I think he had it pretty much solidified then, but then he went out and broke some more records and did what he did and took one game off this year after playing the way he plays. So, to me, it's not even a question.
Yeah. I mean, I was trying to poke some holes in that argument earlier, but Mr. Coach Byron
Go
Scott,
ahead.
you shut me up. No. Byron Scott says he's the MVP. He's the MVP. That's how I look
Westbrook
at it.
fan, guys. He might have just put his case for me, and I've been LeBron, all show, and I might change my mind right now.
Well, Coach, speaking of coaching, are you any plans to coach in the NBA ever again? Will we see Coach on the sideline in the future?
I don't think, to be honest with you, NBA-wise, I don't think so. I'm kind of enjoying life right now. Maybe in another few months I might change my mind, but right now that's not in my plans whatsoever. But I will tell you this, the thing that I have been thinking about the last month or two, and it might take effect maybe next year, is coaching on the collegiate level.
Okay.
Trying to get some of these young boys before they get to the NBA and teach them how to play this game the right way. I think the AAU is really kind of destroyed a lot of our kids because they these coaches, they get them there and they baby them, baby these guys, and they let them do what they want to do, and if they don't, the guy's gonna go to another team. And then when I get them on my level, the NBA level, I'm trying to teach them things that they should have learned in the high school level.
Exactly.
So if I can catch some of these guys in the collegiate level and spend a few years with them, I think I can really affect their lives a little bit better. And being the fact that I've went to college and played in the NBA for a number of years and coached in the NBA, I got a vast knowledge of experience to be able to really lend to them. So that's what I started thinking a few months ago, and maybe that's something that will come to fruition for me.
And to that point, we have after you get off the phone, we have another caller coming in, Marquel Folds, right? Projected number 1 pick. What do you think about this kid? I mean, he's projected number 1. I mean, according to somebody's father. Somebody else is gonna be number 1. But somebody's daddy.
Somebody's daddy.
But what do you think? What do you think about these kids coming in and these one and dones that are entering into the league?
Well, when the NBA was talking about making sure these kids went to college, I was coaching at the time, and we had a big meeting about that. Should they be able to come into college for 1 year or 2 years? And I thought 2 years would be perfect. It gives them, one more year of really understanding, what life is about a little bit at least, and it gives them 1 more year of developing their body as well as their minds to get ready for the NBA. So I was a big component of, going to school at least 2 years. one and done. I mean, most of these kids aren't ready. I know a lot of it's based on agents. Some of these kids we understand financially probably need to support their family, and I'm not one that's going to try to inhibit anybody from making a living. So I do get it. Being from Inglewood, California, I do understand that. But my biggest thing is I just want them to be more prepared.
Correct.
And I think a lot of these kids don't come in prepared, and they don't understand what this league is all about. Because I told guys that I've had that are 19 years old, I said, look, NBA don't stand for National Basketball Association, it stands for No Boys Allowed.
That's
you
right.
better be ready as a man to come in here because these men going to try to kill you.
Yeah, well, Coach, speaking of men, Coach, speaking of men, you played in an era, obviously, where grown men played the game, and you look at the mentality of the players coming in. Would you say it's more of a softer mentality, seeing these players come in, as you speak about not being prepared, and oftentimes the approach is really not really that serious or committed to winning? Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, it is a different mentality, a different generation. There's no doubt about that. But a lot of that is our fault as parents. The parents who are raising these kids right now, they're giving them and they're being too lenient with them. They're not demanding them to be held accountable.
Everybody
So you
gets a
can't
trophy.
blame it on
Right,
the kid.
yeah. Participation trophy.
Participation for everyone.
Yeah, you can't blame it on the kid. The kid's just gonna do what you allow him to do.
Correct.
So you gotta look a little bit deeper, and it's more the parents and the AAU coaches and things of that nature that have allowed these kids to come up this way with a little silver spoon in their mouth. And when they get to the league and you don't play them, or they think they should be playing a lot and they don't have to work their butts off, and everything that's totally opposite than when I grew up knowing. And the NBA is not helping as well. I mean, you're giving these guys all this money right now on potential.
Yes.
When I came to the league, you had to prove it.
You had to prove
it.
it.
You didn't get paid for 4 years or so until you prove you belong.
Correct. Well, you're definitely on point with that. And before we close out, Coach, what's your opinion on the playoffs? You got first round matchup with Harden and Westbrook. What are your picks for the West and the East?
Well, I think the Houston OKC series is going to be very entertaining because you got the MVP and, to me, the runner up in James Harden.
Yes.
And, so that's going to be a very entertaining series, I think. But I still don't see anybody beating Golden State in a 7-game series in the Western Conference.
Wow.
San Antonio has the best chance of doing that. I like Golden State's chances.
You don't think King James and Kyrie and those guys have a shot?
Oh yeah, but that's
you just talking about the West.
You
just talking.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
I'm saying the Western Conference. I like Golden State.
Western
In the Eastern
Conference. All right,
Conference,
cool.
I don't see anybody giving Cleveland that much of a problem. So I see the same two teams we saw last year or the last 2 years in the finals.
I'm in agreement with that.
Maybe with all their players on the
this
court.
year I'm going with Golden State this year.
Okay. Well, Coach, listen, we thank for having you on.
Wait.
Uh-oh,
Really quick.
Go for it.
This is Britt Lucio from Basketball Beauties. You started your coaching career in Sacramento. I just want to know what was your, yes, I just want to know, because I'm from Sacramento, and I just want to know what was your favorite experience while being there.
You know what? And I heard you when you came on earlier that you're a baller and you love playing and you love Sacktown. And I love Sacramento. I really did. I thought the people were fantastic. I lived in Granite Bay, which was a great area. The city is continuously growing.
Yes.
That new arena, I got to get down there now just so I can see this new arena downtown that I was past last year. It looks like it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing.
They still got a long way to go as far as basketball is concerned. I think they got some really good pieces, but
tell me about it.
Hopefully they'll do well in the draft and get some some
Solid
free agent
players,
guys that can come in there. But the city in itself, I really enjoyed Sacramento.
Great.
Awesome. Thank you.
Well, Coach, listen, thanks for
You're
coming
welcome.
on today. We wish
Thank you so much.
Wish you well with time with the family. Maybe we can catch up with you later this year and get a little golf in.
Absolutely.
All
we
right.
can do that.
Cool. Well, thanks for coming on, Coach. You guys stay tuned.
Thanks, guys. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to go to break, and we'll be right back. All right, guys.